Welcome back to the Forensics Detailing channel, a video I should have done years ago, guys. If you want to just buy a whole load of detailing equipment that is very, very good value, so you're not spending an absolute fortune on all this sort of stuff, but you can still get really good results with, then you're going to like this video, guys. There is a lot of top recommendations and hopefully good info. So let's get stuck in. Welcome back to the Forensics Detailing channel, guys. Really good to see you. Hope you're doing well. This video has been requested a lot. On this board, wash, decon, abrasives, protection, accessories. I break down detailing in this way so I can get my noggin around it and understand all the different areas. The aim of this video is to go through all of those areas so you have all of the products you need to be able to detail your car, do everything, hopefully. But these products that I'm going to be recommending are extremely affordable, and they're pretty much what I'm using as well in most cases, or not all the cases. But anyway, let's crack on. First thing, guys, you must have a pressure washer. Now I've spent the money now. Spent 350 quid on a Karcher K7 full control, 5-year warranty. Amazing bit of kit this is. It's a great thing. I really rate this pressure washer. From everything now, I've had it for a few months and it's just been perfect. Virtually perfect. 5-year warranty, so if it busts, no problem. People aren't going to want to spend 350, 400 quid on this. Guys, K2 or the K4 Karcher. The K2, I've owned that many years ago. I don't know if it's better now. It's well down on pressure and stuff, but at home it's still a good tool. The K4 full control, I'm hearing some reliability issues about, but I haven't owned one to give you much on that, guys. But I would go with those, the K2 or the K4, just because of the price point of them, okay? And they come with a couple of years warranty, and I think they offer you real value. So I would go with that. If you want to try something else, go with it. But that would be my recommendation based on value, guys. And if you want to go elite mode, go K7 Premium Full Control. Next up, with your Karcher snow foam, with your Karcher pressure washer, you're going to need a snow foam lance. Do you go cheap or do you go expensive? So I invested in the PA snow foam lance. I've upgraded the orifice in it. I spent a couple of quid to upgrade just a little thing in it with a smaller, tighter hole to get a bit more pressure going, a bit more foam. I've upgraded the bottle with the interdetailing one, which I'll link in if you want to get it. It's about 7 quid, stops the thing falling over, but it means like the total cost of this is quite high, perhaps more than 45 quid. Here, I went and bought a snow foam lance from Clean Your Ride that they called El Cheapo. I don't think they sell it anymore. It was £7.99, and I'm just using this to compare using the cheapest one on the market with the most expensive one on the market, and I'll do a video on that. But the short run of that, guys, is if you're on a budget, I would buy one of the very cheap Chinese snow foam lances that all of the main distributors, you know, it doesn't matter who it is, Clean Your Car, Clean and Shiny, Interdetailing, Polished Bliss, they'll all tend to sell you a cheap one. So buy a cheap one from whoever you buy your detailing products from. And you could upgrade the orifice to the 1.10 orifice, which is very simple to do. Just strip it out, put in a new part, and that should increase a bit of pressure, which might get a bit more foam going. There is another tip if you want better foam. The filter that comes in the PA lance is better than the cheap filters. So I think Polished Bliss sell the expensive PA filters, so you could try swapping that round. By the time you've swapped the filter in the orifice, you've added about another 7 or 8 quid cost onto your cheap snow foam lance. So you've got to think about things like that. Hope this information is vaguely useful, but on a budget, get a cheap Chinese snow foam lance. Next up, guys, we are going on to wash. First up, this is really easy for me. You can see a pattern here with virtually all of these products being bilt hamber. Why? Because they're very powerful products. Powerful products, you can water them down less to reduce that power, but you tend to get good value out of powerful products. So I would recommend a shampoo like Auto Wash. you use about 7 mil of this in a big detailing bucket, 7 to 10 mil, and it will give you quite nice suds as well. You can put a tiny bit in more. Do not go pouring it in. This is a very powerful shampoo that cleans very well. It's not pH neutral, so it's not the most mildest, safest shampoo, but it just washes really well, and I'm a fan of it. And it ties in with all the other products as well that I use, so I know they're going to combo well together. The pre-wash Bilt Hamber Auto Foam, if you've not been watching the channel, this is the most powerful snow foam on the market, and it also happens to be one of the cheapest. You should try this product out. Everyone I speak to likes it, except for people that want something that smells of watermelon and is thick and foamy. And I'm not too fussed about that. As I've said many times, although I can understand why it's nice. Surf X HD, an all-purpose cleaner, water-based degreaser essentially. You can use it on interiors 30 to 1 down to 100 to 1. You can use it 10 to 1 for all other exterior tasks, typically in degreasing, wheel cleaning, engine bay degreasing. This 5 litres costs 17 quid. Same with the Auto Foam. All of these Bilt Hamber products, extremely concentrated, extremely cost effective. You're going to struggle to beat them, and I benchmark all of the detailing products that I get up against them, and so far I'm struggling to find products which offer me better value and better performance. Alongside them all is the Optimum No Rinse, which you can use as a rinseless wash or a clay lube or a detail spray, interior wipe down cleaner, glass cleaner. Fantastic because it reduces scratching. It's like a lubricant. It's incredible value. You use it at 1 to 256 ratio, and it doesn't leave any horrible residue around when you're using it to wipe down interiors and stuff. So it's just a great little product, this. That is wash. Next, I want to go on to the next part, decon. Okay guys, down here, decontaminating car, removing contamination off. So the things that the wash process cannot get off. First thing, iron fallout remover, Bilt Hamber Corosol. Not the cheapest on the market, but by far and away the most effective and the most powerful. And it's the one that I recommend. Next up, tar and glue remover. Guys, you can pick up 5 litres of Tetrasil panel wipe degreaser, hydrocarbon degreaser for 11 quid. If you want to dedicate a tar and glue remover that's a lot more powerful, go with Auto Smart TARDIS. That stuff doesn't take any prisoners though. For light tar and glue removal and degreasing as well, you can just have one product that's very cost effective, so I recommend that. First time I've got to a product that's not Bilt Hamber, and Bilt Hamber do the cleanser fluid. The reason I don't recommend the Bilt Hamber cleanser fluid is because you can only get 500 ml of it for 15 quid. It's the only Bilt Hamber product that isn't extremely cost effective. In fact, it's expensive. So I'd love Bilt Hamber. I'd love to, I would use Bilt Hamber if they did me 5 litres for about 20 quid, 25 quid, that'd be enough. I'd go and use it, but they don't have that at the moment. So I tend to recommend this stuff to people. Clay bar, the thing that you rub over the paint to strip off the contaminants. Bilt Hamber Auto Clay, fantastic value again, about £10 for 200 grams, big chunk of it. It's a really good. The white one is the mild one that you should use by default, and you can step up to the medium or aggressive if you've got very heavy contamination. Just go with a white by default. It's still a very capable clay bar that does strip quite a lot of contamination. You should also have IPA and water mix, so about 3 parts IPA to 7 parts water, and you can put in just a drop, just a little squirt of Surf X HD as well. And that will make you a glass cleaner you can use to clean your glass, and you can do a great job with it, guys. You can do a great job with it. Extremely cheap. I'll put a link in the description of where you can get 5 litres of 99% proof IPA for not a lot of money, so you can mix up tons of this for great value. Very important product, very cheap. It's also useful as a cleaner for certain things. If you get smearing on paintwork, or you want to degrease your paintwork without using a full hydrocarbon, so you can use this as a water-based, water miscible solvent panel wipe. That's very important, guys. Even if you're thinking, what's he talking about? It's just very important cleaner of panels, okay? The IPA wipe also links in with our next thing we're going to talk about, which is abrasives. Okay guys, when we talk about abrasives, we move on to the next category. There's two fundamental choices. There's that four. Do you want to go down the route of machine polishing, or do you want to skip this because it's expensive, all the pads, the abrasives, the machine, this lot, you could be in for a couple of £100 already, or do you just want to say, I don't want a machine polish, I just want to be able to do it by hand? Well, my heavy recommendation, guys, if you're interested in detailing, even if you're new to that, the equipment I'm showing you here, you should go and invest in. First of all, the DAS 6 Pro type polisher, you know, 900 watt version is the latest version, where you can swap over the plates like I've talked about before, use smaller plates. You can do everything with that machine. You can get amazing results with it, guys. It's just if you're cutting paintwork every single day, there's more aggressive machines, but it still cuts most types of paints at a reasonable rate. Polishes. Do not go and buy these big litre bottles of polish because you're probably not going to need them. Buy the little diddy ones. I'd recommend, guys, you use the Karcher K abrasives. H8, F5, M2. Heavy cut with a high gloss finish. Medium cut with an even higher gloss finish. And an out and out finishing polish. The finish is so good on H8, you will struggle to even notice the difference in finish between these and these, although it is there. This will really refine it down. These three products give you every piece of capability you need. Karcher recently upgraded them. They haven't replaced them, but they've complemented the range with H9, F6 and M3, which are slightly more aggressive products. There's not much in it. If you buy the small bottles, 250ml, they're all the same price. So you might want to go with H9, F6, M3. There isn't that much difference. These are still superb. Still get your results. These are pretty much all you need. They're pure abrasives, no fillers, no protection in them. They're just there for while you're focusing on improving your paintwork, okay? You know, they're dedicated paintwork products. Pads, talk loads about them, guys. When you're starting out, everyone seems to start with Chemical Guys Hex Logic pads. You can pick them up for about £8 each. You can go with the heavy cut yellows to go with the heavy cut product, the mid-range green to go with the one-step F5 product, and the white to go with their polishing. You can play around. They've got a wider range of pads. You could cut with the orange if it's not hard paintwork. You could do a one-step with the whites, and you could even use that black finishing pad with the M2. There's all this type of variance, and it doesn't make that much difference, guys. If you're on an ultra budget, then get the polisher, get the mid-range F5 product, and get a load of the green pads, and you'll save a fortune. Might not be the quickest way to get from A to B, but it might be one of the cheapest. Let's move on to the people that don't want to use machine polishing. Okay, guys, the good news is if you're not interested in machine polishing because of the time and the investment, then the handheld or the hand usage, you know, this becomes the machine polisher, and a microfiber cloth in your hand will become the pad, if you like. What am I talking about? Anyway, get on with it. Your equivalent is like an abrasive hand polish / glaze. You've got the Meguiars 3-in-1 wax, which is an abrasive which removes swirls, water spots and blemishes, increases gloss, depth and colour clarity, and provides long-lasting protection. Jesus Christ, it's so good. You know, you could use it on yourself. Don't use it on yourself. Or essentially something like Autoglym Super Resin Polish, which does the same thing. It's a filler glaze with a bit of protection in there. It's a lot cheaper. I'm comparing these at the moment. There's loads of hand polished glazes on the market. Poor Boys, Black Hole, Adams hand polish. The Autoglym one is, you get quite a lot of polish for you get a litre for a decent price, and it's a very good product. Despite what anyone says, it is a very good product. It's as good as any of them. The only thing not to like about it is it's a little bit chalky. You can get a little chalky bit of residue. Doesn't bother me because I just make sure I wipe it all off. I'm going to do a comparison on these two products soon. I'm forming an opinion on them right away. So guys, if you don't want to spend all the money on machine polishing and stuff like that, these hand glazes, hand polishes, in my opinion, you can't really, without the machine, correct paint with them. You can fill and restore colour clarity with them. They do that. You can really sort of like notice that. You could do some good demos with them, which I'll hopefully show you with the before and after results. Most of that swirl reduction is not permanent. You're filling up the fine swirls. And there's limitations to how much of it you can really achieve. Whereas with the machine polishing, you can do so much more. It's awesome. But I've talked about that enough. You know about a little bit about that, guys, or a lot. Some of you know more about it than I do, so let's not prattle on. Next in our list, protection products. Now these are great. I'm prepared to spend more money on protection products. I just like trying stuff. I'm looking for the holy grail as much as you're looking for the holy grail. I get a lot of enjoyment out of it. The good news is the market is flooded with millions of different formats of protections and millions of different prices. Some of you are very cynical towards the detailing scene, guys. And, you know, sometimes I am and all that sort of stuff. You don't have to be. You have choice. If you want to go dirt cheap, you can. If you want to pay a lot of money, you know, a lot of money, you can. Now I'm going to give you essentially cheap, starting at some of the cheapest products ever. You've got like a paste wax here, which is I think 200 grams, double speed bilt hamber, 14 quid. Last years, you know, you get about 3 to 4 months protection out of this product, I think. Very hydrophobic, canuba base, so it's nice and glossy, easy to work with. A little bit, when it dries, you've got to buff it off, a little bit of grippiness from it, but nothing bad. You've got the interdetailing crystal ceramic coating wax, which everyone says is really good. I haven't even used it yet, guys. Similar sort of thing. I'm going to be doing a comparison on these soon. Very cheap, very cost-effective waxes. If you choose to use a paste wax to wax your car, you can then just use detail sprays after you wash it, and then in a few months you can top up your wax. This bilt hamber detail spray is, you dilute it down about 3 to 1 to make a good glossing agent, or you can detail it down a lot, dilute it down a lot more to make clay lube, or, you know, rinseless wash and all that sort of stuff. Very diverse amount of functions with this, and better value. Good value than you think. You do not use this neat. So it actually represents value. Where's my focus gone? Come back. Come on, there we go. Right. As well as the bilt hamber QD, you need to have some Karcher FSE descaler water spot remover that if you ever wash your car in the summer, it's got the spots in. I've done lots of videos where you can spray this on, let it dwell for a little bit, wipe it back, and you'll see the water spots disappear. No other detail spray, unless it's a descaler detail spray, are effective at removing water spots. Even these abrasives, this product here says it's effective for water spot removal. It isn't, in my opinion, and from what I've seen of it, you need a dedicated water spot removal product. You should also have a dressing, guys, that you can use to dress leather, you can use to dress your dashboard, you can use to dress tyres. I use Carpro Perl because it's concentrated and dilutable, and it just gives me good results. Not everyone likes this stuff. Some people say it's a bit funny. Maybe all dressings can be a bit funny, depends what you're putting them on, but I get really good results with Carpro Perl. You know how much of a fan of it I am, and you also get value out of it. Beyond those products, guys, if you don't want to use paste waxes, you could move over to a sealant, you know, like a sealant which typically isn't carnauba wax based, you know, bonds and is supposed to last a bit longer. There's millions of those on the market. Again, if you're looking for the holy grail of them, I don't know what it is. Typically you're looking for something that's relatively easy to use and lay down, pretty quick to cure ideally, and gives you probably, well, you'd probably want about 5 to 8 months durability really from a sealant, or else what's the point? Okay, if you want to go up, take it to the next step beyond sealants, you've got these lightweight ceramics, or even full-blown ceramics like Tax Systems Moonlight or Carpro Light, and I'm going to be comparing some of these lightweight ceramics soon on the channel. They are expensive, so perhaps less likely if you're on a budget. The next thing, guys, is you have this, what's happened is all these water-based siloxane kind of products have come out. You know, historically you had these spray waxes which would make the car look good, but they perhaps don't last that long in terms of durability. Perhaps, you know, it depends on the product. Now you've got SiO2 sprays out here that give you a lovely smooth glassy feel. You've got this turtle wax sealant hydrophobic wax. This will last 6 months from what I'm seeing, guys, and you can get it for a £5 or 7 quid or something like that, and it's nice looking. And I hear people say this is streaky, but every product they say is streaky. It's not for me. I'll do a video on streakiness and what causes it and stuff like that, but this product is a doddle to use and it doesn't streak, in my opinion. we're going to move on to accessories now. The point being, guys, with the protection products, have some fun, explore it. Don't always just follow what YouTubers are telling you to use. Have an explore yourself around, look at the big brands and stuff and see what they're offering, get an idea on price and durability, stuff like that. Maybe go off piste and have some fun with it if you want to. This is where you have the fun. And these products over here are never fun, they're functional. These are blingy. Okay, finally guys, accessories. First thing, get yourself a Chenille microfiber wash mitt. As safe as anything on the market. This is a Rag Company or Rag Master one, and it costs not a lot of money. I think about 3 or 4 quid. Karcher do one. They are very safe. Get yourself a couple of these into detailing, or get about 5 of them, Supersaurus Korean soft towels. They're very small, but I use them for door shuts, underneath the engine bays, all the runoff areas and stuff when I'm drying the car. They're very soft. Give them a wash when you get them, just in water to get any fluff out of them. And they're very soft the first time you use them. You don't have to wash them first, but you know, it's a precaution. It's perhaps a sensible precaution. Now get yourself one of these twisted loop drying towels from Into Detailing, double-sided ones, and you just use this very quickly. Just drape it on the top of the car, you know, just get 99% of the water off. Do not buff with these towels, these twisted loop towels. They're not buffing cloths. They just sit and absorb, little gentle pull and absorb, get all the water off quickly. Get the rest with the hand drying towels. Get yourself some cheap sponge applicators. These are the wax pack ones, available from waxpack.co.uk. I think they're about £1 each. They're nice and soft and fine. Get yourself some microfiber applicators from Amazon, whatever. These are not expensive ones. I use them for dressings on the interiors. They get messed up very, very quickly. Get yourself a set of the old poo sticks. You know, you can pick up 5 of these for like 3 or 4 quid. They fall apart and stuff like that, but actually this one's still intact. So there you go. They do, you know, they're okay. You know what they are. Who cares? They're very cheap. Microfiber cloths. I'm using some decent ones over there. Some edgeless ones that are nice. They're not cheap and you won't be able to get them. Get yourself some Costco's if you're on a budget, or go to Paragon Microfiber and get their premium 70T30 Terries would be my recommendation. Superb, and you can get them for about 60p each, which is a bargain. Finally guys, buckets. If you have lots of money, you can buy detailing buckets with all the nice grit guards that we've talked about. If you want big buckets, you can go to B&Q and get plasterers buckets, or you can go to B&Q and get normal buckets for £1. Grit guards are nice to have, but they are not going to be, it's not going to be, if you don't have a grit guard, your car's going to get ruined. If you do have one, it's going to be saved. If you pre-wash your car properly using the products I've told you about, usually you can't even see the dirt in your wash bucket if you do a 2-bucket method, especially in summer now. So it doesn't always make that much of a difference. So you can get away with just using a couple of cheap buckets if you want, one cheap bucket and a bucket for your wheel brushes and stuff. Going on to brushes, guys. I love these EZ brushes. I think they're perhaps the ones that I would recommend, but you're going to have to pay the money for them to get this large, medium and small set. If you look after them and handle them well, they last. If you start bending them around, they're going to snap on you very quickly. If you're on a budget, guys, which is what this video is all about, check out the Vikan set of brushes. These are indestructible, very affordable brushes. They have long ones that will go into the arches. They have ones that will do the faces. You know, they have ones that will get in there. They would be my recommendation if you're on a real budget. Okay, guys, I think we're nearly finished there. Guys, do not forget a good Hoover is very important as well. I'm using the Titan that I paid 25, 30 quid for from Wix's. I've modified the front with the Henry suction thing, you know, the Henry hose, because it's better quality. The OEM one chokes out, so consider that. I've used that to suck up plaster when I've been doing like building work and DIY and stuff, and assumed I was just going to throw it away because it'd be ruined, and it survived. Great little budget Hoover that Titan is, and I'll link that in. Best place I always find to get it is Wix's. That, historically, I think they've been the cheapest, so always shop around for prices. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'm sure I've probably missed some things here. You know, it's a bit of a brainstorm without informal brainstorm. So let me know in the comments some things you say. You know, John, you haven't thought of this or whatever. There must be some missing gaps. There might be some other products which offer you more value that you could recommend here, so put those in the comments, because then the video becomes useful, because I get all the input from all the people that are watching, which is the name of the game, guys, as well as me just rabbiting away. So Thank you very much for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you feel like you're getting some value from this and you want to kind of follow and get notification if you hit that bell icon of new videos and stuff like that. And you can also support the channel on the Patreon page and get an inside kind of view on what's going on the channel and some private kind of content and product reviews and all that sort of stuff. So thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Arrivederci.
Holding on to what I knew, but the moment's gone. Where was I?